when visions of study and sounds of play grow soft in the vanishing light of day. The faces of youth rise to my mind. I think of the friends I have left behind. How many in nature and many in war have passed to the care of the farther shore, and I hear the sound of the boatman's oar, and my spirit is moved to pray. The years can never restore our brief college days, comfort or soothe our sorrow or the parting ways. But pledge we solemnly and witness the same, honor and pride and joy beside in our school name.
What did they say? Did you speak to the real estate? Where is she? Well, where are her notes? Where are the notes we took with her? I took the notes? I don't think so. No, we aren't going to lose the house. Look, I'm not minimizing it. The easement. Did she say easement? What did she say? Is it a term of art? Are we bound by it? I'm sorry. Are we? Yes, bound by it. Look, before the other side goes home, all right? A term of art. Because, that's right. The yard for the boy. Well, that's the whole point. Look, I'm going to meet you there. Is the realtor there? All right. Tell her to show you the basement again. Look at the... I'm leaving in 10 or 15. Yes. No. I'll meet you at the new house. That's a good... If he thinks it's necessary. You tell Jerry to meet, all right? No, we aren't going to lose the deposit, all right? I'm sure it's going to be fine. I love you too. I love you too. I will. All right.
What is a term of art?
I'm sorry?
What is a term of art?
Is that what you want to talk about?
To talk about?
Let's take the mysticism out of it, shall we, Carol? Don't you think? I'll tell you, when you have something which must be broached, don't you think?
Don't I think?
Huh?
Did I?
What?
Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm sorry. No, you're right. I'm somewhat rushed. As you see, I'm very sorry. You're right. What is a term of art? It seems to mean a term which has come through its use to mean something more specific than the words would, to someone not acquainted with them, indicate. That, I believe, is what a term of art would mean.
You don't know what it means.
Well, I'm not sure I know what it means. It's one of those things. Perhaps you've had them, that you look them up or you have someone explain them to you. You say, aha, and then you immediately forget.
You don't do that. You don't do
what? I don't forget things?
Yes.
Everybody does that.
No, they don't.
They don't?
No.
No, everybody does that.
Why would they do that?
Because, I don't know. Because it doesn't interest them.
No.
I think so, though. I'm sorry that I was distracted.
You don't have to say that to me.
You paid me the compliment, or the obeisance, all right, of coming in. All right. Sit down, please. Carol, I find that I am at a standstill. I find that I'm...
What?
One moment. In regard to your...
Oh, you're buying a new house.
No, let's get on with it.
Get on?
I know how... Believe me, I know how potentially humiliating these... I have no desire other than to help you. But, I won't even say but. I'll say, as I go back...
I'm just trying
No. It will not do.
What? What will not do?
Your work.
I sit in class. I take notes.
Yes, I understand. What I'm trying to tell you is that some basic... One moment. Some basic miscommunication.
I'm doing what I'm told. I bought your book. I read your...
No, I'm sure...
No. I'm doing what I'm told. It's difficult for me. It's difficult.
But...
I don't... Lots of the language...
Please?
The language, the things that you say.
I'm sorry, no. I don't think that that's true.
It is true.
I think...
It is true. Why would I...
I'll tell you why. You're an incredibly bright girl. No, you're an incredibly bright girl. You have no problem with... No, Who's kidding who here? I'll tell you why. I think you're angry.
Why would
Wait one moment.
It is true. I have problems.
Everybody.
I come from a different social, a different economic...
Look.
No, when I came to this school, when I came...
Yes, quite.
Does that mean nothing?
But look, here, please, sit down. Sit down. I think that the ideas contained in this work express the author's feelings in a way that he intended based on his results. What can that mean? Do you see?
The best that
I'm saying that perhaps this course is...
No, you can't. I have to pass it.
Carol,
I have to pass this course.
Well,
don't you...
either the criteria for judging progress in the class...
No. I have to pass it.
Now, look, I'm a human being.
I did what you told me. I did
be...
everything that... I read your book. You told me to buy your book and read it. Everything you say, I do.
Look.
Everything I'm told.
Look,
I did everything.
I'm not your father.
What?
I...
Did I say you were my father?
No.
Why did you say that? Why did you say that to me?
Hello. Yes. Jerry. Yes. I know what time it is. Yes, I'm trying to get out of here. Believe me. Why do we need these notes anyway? You're right. I'm going to find my notes. I'll be there in 10 minutes. What is it you would have me do? We are two people, all right? Both of whom have subscribed to certain arbitrary...
No, you have to help me.
Certain institutional forms. That's right. Now, you may say they are false. You may say they are arbitrary.
You have to help me.
Excuse me, one moment, please.
You have to help me.
Excuse me. Now, look, I've had a long day, and it is not over yet. That's not your problem. I understand that.
You have to help me.
What do you want me to do? What is it you would have me do?
How can I go back and tell them the grades that I've...
I'm sorry for you. I am. There is, you're right, we may say harshness in the methodology of grading, but we have accepted it, both of us. And for better or worse, we must abide by the system which we have chosen. Don't you think? Huh? I think so. I thank you for coming in, and if you'd like to reschedule an appointment with my office for a future time, I'd be happy to talk with you then. Thank you. What do you want me to do?
Teach me. I want you to teach me.
I tried to teach you.
I read your book. I read it. I
You don't understand it.
No.
Well, perhaps it's not well written.
No. I want to understand it.
What don't you understand?
Any of it. What you're trying to say when you talk about...
Yes?
Virtual warehousing of the young.
Virtual warehousing of the young. If we artificially prolong adolescence...
And about the curse of modern education.
Well,
I don't...
look, it's just a course. It's just a book. It's
no,
just...
No, there are people out there, people who came here to know something they didn't know, who came here to be helped so someone would help them to do something, to know something, to get, what do they say, to get on in the world. How can I do that if I fail? But I don't understand. I don't understand what anything means. And I walk around from morning till night with this one thought in my head: I'm stupid.
No one thinks you're stupid.
No, what am I? What am I then?
I think you're angry. Many people are. I have an appointment I have to make. An appointment which is rather pressing. Though I sympathize with your concerns, and though I wish I had the time, this was not a previously scheduled meeting. And I have an appointment with a realtor and with my wife.
You think that I'm stupid?
No, I certainly do not.
You said it.
When?
You did.
No, I never did. Or never would say that to a student.
You said, what can that mean? What can that mean?
And what did that mean to you?
That meant I'm stupid and I'll never learn. That's what that meant, and you're right. But then what am I doing
If
here?
you thought that
Nobody wants me, and nobody tells me anything. And I sit there in the corner, in the back, and everybody's talking about this all the time, and concepts and precepts and. What in the world are you talking about? And I read your book, and they said, fine, go in that class, because you talked about responsibility to the young. I don't know what it means, and I'm failing.
Maybe.
No, you're right. Oh, well, I failed. Flunk me out of it. It's garbage. Everything I do, the ideas contained in this work express the author's feelings. That's right. That's right. I know I'm stupid. I know what I am. I know what I am, Professor. You don't have to tell me. It's pathetic, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Sit down. Sit down, please. Please, sit down.
Why?
I'm going to talk to you.
Why?
Just sit down, please. Sit down. Will you, please?
What?
Well, I know what you're talking about.
No, you don't.
I think that I do, though.
How can you?
I'll tell you a story about myself. Do you mind? I was raised to think myself stupid.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. I was brought up, and my earliest and most persistent memories are of being told that I was stupid. You have such intelligence. Why must you behave so stupidly? Or can't you understand? Can't you understand? And I could not understand. I could not understand.
What?
The simplest problem was beyond me. It was a mystery.
What was a mystery?
How people learn. How I could learn. Which is what I've been speaking of in class. And of course, you can't hear it, Carol. Of course you can't. If you are told, listen to this, if the young child is told that he cannot understand, then he takes it as a description of himself. What am I? I am that which cannot understand. And I saw you back there when we were speaking of the concepts.
I can't understand any of them.
Well, then that's my fault. That is not your fault, and that is not verbiage. That is what I firmly hold to be the truth. And I'm sorry. And I owe you an apology.
Why?
And I suppose I've had some things on my mind. We're buying a house.
People
and,
said that you were stupid.
Yes. Yes.
When?
I'll tell you when. Through my life. In my childhood. And perhaps they stopped, but I heard them continue.
And what did they say?
They said I was incompetent. You see? And when I'm tested, the feelings of my youth about the very subject of learning come up. And I feel unworthy and unprepared.
Yes.
Hey?
Yes.
And I feel that I must fail.
But then you do fail. You have to, don't you?
A pilot. flying a plane. The pilot is flying the plane. He thinks, oh my God, my mind's been drifting. Oh my God, what kind of a cursed imbecile am I that I, with this so precious a cargo of life in my charge, would allow my attention to wander? Why was I born? How deluded are those who put their trust in me, etc., so on. And he crashes the plane.
He could just...
That's
he could
right.
say...
My attention wandered for a moment. I had a thought I did not like. But now that's what I'm telling you. It's time to put my attention. You see, it is not magic. I know in situations like these, you will think, I must, but I can't. And you will think, why was I born to be the laughingstock of a world in which everyone is better than I, where I am entitled to nothing, where I cannot learn? Oh, all right. I'm never gonna get out of here today.
Is that what I have?
Well, I don't know if I'd put it that way. Listen, I'm talking to you as I would talk to my son. Because that's what I'd like him to have that I never had. I'm talking to you the way I wish someone talked to me. I don't know how to do it, other than to be personal with you, but...
Why would you want to be personal with me?
Well, you see, that's what I'm saying. We can only interpret the behavior of others through the screen... Oh, Lord. Through the screen we create. Hello. Excuse me a moment. Hello. No, I'm coming down. I know I did. In a few... Is he coming to the... Yes, I talked to him. We'll meet you at the... No, I've been with a student. It's going to be... Well, this is important, too. Jerry's going to... I've been with a student. How can you say that? Look, the sooner I get off, the sooner I'll be down. Isn't that evident? I love you. Listen. I said I love you. It's going to work out with the house because I feel that it is. All right? I'll be right down. Well, yes, all right, I did. I'm saying it yet again. I'll be right. Well, then it's going to take as long as it takes.
What was that?
There are some problems, as there usually are, about the final agreements for the new house.
You're buying a new house.
That's right.
Because of your promotion.
Well, I suppose that's right.
Why did you stay here with me?
Stay here.
Yes, when you should have gone.
Because I like you.
You like me?
Yes.
Why?
Why? Well, perhaps we're similar.
You said everyone has problems.
Everyone has problems.
Do they?
Certainly.
You do.
Yes.
What are they?
Well, you are absolutely right. I'm going to take off the artificial stricture of teacher and student. Why should my problems be any more a mystery than your own? Of course I have problems, as you saw.
With what?
With my wife, with work.
Tell me.
Would you like a cup of tea? As I was saying, I came late to teaching. And I found it artificial. The notion of I know and you do not. I told you, I hated school. I hated teachers. I hated anyone who was in a position of a boss because I knew, I didn't think, mind you, I knew I was going to fail. Late in life, when I got out from under, when I worked my way out of the need to fail, when I...
How do you do that?
Well, I'm going to tell you. You have to look at what you are and what you feel and how you act. And finally, you have to look at how you act and say, if that's what I did, that must be what I think of myself.
I don't understand.
If I fail all the time, it must be that I think of myself as a failure. If I don't want to think of myself as a failure, perhaps I should begin by succeeding now and again. Look, the tests, you see, which you encounter in school, in college, in life, were designed, in the most part, for idiots, by idiots. There's no need to fail at them. They're not a test of your worth. They are a test of your ability to retain and spout back misinformation. Of course you fail them. They're nonsense. And
No. No.
Yes. They're garbage. They're a joke.
How can you say that?
Look at me. Look at me. The tenure committee. The tenure committee. Come to judge me. The bad tenure committee. The test. You see? They put me to the test. Well, they had people voting on me I wouldn't employ to wax my car. And yet, I go before the great tenure committee, I have an urge to vomit, to puke my badness on the table, to show them I'm no good. Why would you pick me?
They granted you tenure.
Oh, no. They announced it. But they haven't signed. You see? At any moment. They might not sign. The House might not go through, eh? Eh? They'll find out my dark secret.
What is it?
There isn't one. But they will find an index of my badness.
Index.
A pointer. A pointer. You see? You see? I understand you. I know that feeling. Am I entitled to my job and my nice house and my wife, my family, so on? This is what I'm saying. That theory of education, that theory... What? What?
I want to know about my grade.
Of course you do.
Is that bad?
No.
Is it bad that I asked you that?
No. And I apologize. Of course you want to know about your grade. Of course you can't concentrate on anything. Wait a moment.
I should go.
I'll make you a deal.
No, you have to take...
Let it ring. I'll make you a deal. You stay here. I'm going to say, stay here. I'm going to say it was not you, it was I who was not paying attention. We'll start the whole course over. Your grade is an A. Your final grade is an A.
But the class is only half over.
Your grade for the whole term is an A. If you will come back and meet with me a few more times. Forget about the paper. You didn't like it. You didn't like writing it. It's not important. What's important is that I awake your interest, if I can, and that I answer your questions. Let's start over.
Over with what?
Say this is the beginning.
The beginning?
Yes.
Of what?
Of the class.
But we can't start over.
I say we can. I say we can.
But I don't believe it.
Yes, I know, but it's true. What is the class but you and me?
There are rules.
Well, we'll break them.
How can we?
We won't tell anybody.
Is that all right?
I say that it's fine.
Why would you do this for me?
I like you. Is that so difficult for you to... There's nobody here but you and me.
All right! I did not understand when you referred...
All right, yes?
When you referred to hazing.
Hazing.
You wrote in your book about the comparative...
Yes, yes.
The comparative...
Are you checking your notes?
Yes.
Tell me in your own words.
I want to make sure I have it right.
No, of course, you want to be exact.
I want to know everything that went on,
That's
so
good.
I
That's
can...
very good. I was suggesting many times that which we wish to retain is retained oftentimes, I think, better with less expenditure of effort.
Here it is. You wrote of hazing.
That's correct. Now, I said hazing. It means ritualized annoyance. We shove this book at you. We say, read it. Now, you say you've read it? I think you're lying. I'll grill you, and when I find out you've lied, you'll be disgraced, and your life will be ruined. It's a sick game. Why do we do it? Does it educate? In no sense. Well, then, tell me this. What is higher education? It is something other than useful.
What is something other than useful?
All right, that's a good question. It has become a ritual. It has become an article of faith that all must be subjected to. Or, to put it differently, that all are entitled to higher education. And my point...
You disagree with that.
Well, let's address that. What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, what do you think, though?
I don't know.
I spoke of it in class. Do you remember my example?
Justice.
Yes. Can you repeat it to me? Without your notes, I ask you as a favor to me so that I can see if my idea was interesting.
You said justice.
Yes.
That all are entitled...
Yes. To a speedy trial. To a fair trial. But they needn't be given a trial at all unless they stand accused. Okay? Justice is their right. Should they choose to avail themselves of it, they should have a fair trial. It does not follow of necessity that a person's life is incomplete without a trial in it. Mm-hmm. You see? Mm-hmm. My point is, a confusion between equity and utility arose, so that we confound the usefulness of higher education with our granted right to equal access to the same. We, in effect, create a prejudice toward it, completely independent.
That it is prejudice we should go to school.
Exactly.
How can you say that? How?
Good, good, good. That's right. Speak up. What is a prejudice? An unreasoned belief. We all are subject to it. None of us is not. When it is threatened or opposed, we feel anger. And we feel, do we not, as you do now? Do you not? Good.
But how can you...
Yes. Let us examine. Good.
How?
Good, good.
But...
When?
I believe that I'm speaking.
I'm sorry that I interrupted you.
That's all right.
You were saying?
I was saying, how can you say in a class, say in a college class, that college education is prejudice?
I said that our predilection for it...
Predilection.
You know what that means?
Does it mean liking?
Yes.
But how can you say that college is...
That's my job, don't you know?
What is?
To provoke you.
No.
Oh, yes, though.
To provoke me.
That's right.
To make me mad.
That's right. To force you to...
To make me mad is your job.
To force you to... Listen. Sit down. When I was young, somebody told me... Are you ready? The rich copulate less often than the poor, but when they do, they take more of their clothes off. Years, mind you, I would compare experiences of my own to this dictum, saying, aha, this fits the norm, or, oh, this is a variation from it. What did it mean? Nothing. It was just some jerk thing some school kid told me that took up room inside my head. Somebody told you, and you hold it as an article of faith, that higher education is an unassailable good, This notion is so dear to you that when I question it, you become angry. Good. Good, I say. Are not those the very things which we should question? I say college education, since the war, has become so a matter of course and such a fashionable necessity for those either of or aspiring to the new vast middle class that we espouse it as a matter of right and have ceased to ask, what is it good for? Eh? You see my point? What might be some reasons for the pursuit of higher education? One, a love of learning. Two, the wish for mastery of a skill. Three, for economic betterment.
I'm keeping you.
One moment. I have to make a note.
It's something that I said.
No, we're buying a house.
You're buying a new house.
To go with the tenure. That's right. Nice house. Close to the private school. We were speaking of economic betterment. I was thinking of the school tax.
School tax.
Where is it written that I have to send my child to public school? Is it a law that I must improve the city schools at the expense of my own interest? And is this not simply a case of, quote, the white man's burden, end quotation? Good. Does this interest you?
No, I'm taking notes.
You don't have to take notes, you know. You can just listen.
I want to make sure I remember it.
I'm not lecturing you. I'm just trying to tell you some things that I think.
What do you think?
Should all kids go to college? Why?
To learn.
But if he does not learn,
If the child does not learn,
then why is he in college? Because he was told it was his right?
some might find college instructive.
I would hope so.
But how do they feel being told that they're wasting their time?
I don't think I'm telling them that.
You said that education was prolonged and systematic hazing.
Yes, it can be so.
If education is so bad, why do you do it?
I do it because I love it. I suggest you look at the demographics. Wage earning capacity. College and non-college educated men and women, 1855 to 1980. Let's see if we can wring some worth from these statistics, eh? And...
No.
What?
I can't understand them.
You...
The charts, the concepts.
Charts are simply...
When I leave here...
Charts, do you see?
No, I can't.
You can, though.
No, I don't understand. You see, I don't understand.
What?
Any of it. Any of it. I'm smiling in class. I'm smiling the whole time. What are you talking about? What is everyone talking about? I don't understand. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means to be here. You tell me I'm intelligent, and then you tell me I should not be here. I don't understand. What do you mean? Who should I listen to?
Easy.
I don't understand you.
I know. It's all right. What? What? Tell me.
I can't tell you.
No, you must.
I can't.
No, tell me.
I'm bad. Oh, God.
It's all right.
I'm...
It's all right.
I can't talk about this.
It's all right. Tell me.
Why do you want to know this?
I don't want to know. I want to know what
I always...
Good.
I always... all of my life... I have never told anyone this.
Go on. Go on.
All of my life...
Yes. I can't talk now. What? Wait a second. I don't get it. You're talking about the realtor? She said what? Hold on. What? She what? She can't. She said the agreement is void. How? How is the agreement void? That's our house. I have the paper. When we come down next week with the payment and the paper, that house is... Wait. Is Jerry there? Is she there? Does she have a lawyer? How the hell, that is, it's a question you said of the easement. I don't understand. It's not the whole agreement, it's just the easement. Why would she... Put Jerry on. Jerry, what the hell? That's my house. That's... Well, I'm not coming down. Listen, screw her. I want you to take Grace. You take Grace, you get out of that house. You leave her there, her and her lawyer, and you tell her we'll see them in court next... No, leave her there. Leave her to stew in it. You tell her we are getting that house and we are going to... No, I am not coming down. I'll be damned if I'll sit in the same room. You tell her next time we see her is in court. What? What? I don't understand. Well, what about the house? There isn't any problem with the house? No, that's all right. Oh, all right. Of course. No, I will. Right away.
What is it?
It's a surprise party.
It is?
Yes.
A party for you.
Yes.
Is it your birthday?
No.
What is it?
The tenure announcement.
The tenure announcement.
They're throwing a party for us in our new house.
Your new house.
The house that we're buying.
You have to go.
It seems that I do.
They're proud of you.
Well, there are those who would say it's a form of aggression.
What is?
A surprise. You see, I love to teach. And I flatter myself I'm skilled at it. And I love the aspect of performance. I think I must confess that. When I found I loved to teach, I swore that I would not become that cold, rigid automaton of an instructor, which I had encountered as a child. Now, I was not unconscious that it was given me to err upon the other side. And so I asked and asked myself if I had engaged in heterodoxy, I will not say gratuitously, for I do not care to posit orthodoxy as a given good, but to the detriment of my students. Yes. As I said, when the possibility of tenure opened, and of course I'd long pursued it, I was, of course, happy and covetous of it. I asked myself if I was wrong to covet it, and thought about it long, and I hope truthfully, and saw in myself several things, in, I think, no particular order. And I would like to share them with you. That I would pursue it, that I desired it, that I was not pure of longing for security, and that perhaps was not reprehensible in me, that I had duties beyond the school, and that my duty to my home, for instance, was, or should be if it were not, of an equal weight, that tenure and security and, yes, and comfort were not of themselves to be scorned, and were even worthy of honorable pursuit, and that it was given me here, in this place, which I enjoy, and in which I find comfort to assure myself of, as far as it rests in the material, a continuation of that comfort and joy. In exchange for what? Teaching, which I love. What was the price of this security? To obtain tenure, which tenure the committee is in the process of granting me, and on the basis of which I contracted to purchase a house. Now, as you don't have your own family at this point, you may not know what that means. But to me, it is very important. A home, a good home to raise my family. Now, the tenure committee will meet. This is the process, and a good process, under which the school has functioned for quite a long time. They will meet and hear your complaint, which you have the right to make, and they will dismiss it. They will dismiss your complaint. And in the intervening period, I will lose my house. I will not be able to close on my house. I will lose my deposit. And the home I picked out for my wife and son will go by the boards. Now, I see that I have angered you. I understand your anger with teachers. I was angry with mine. I felt hurt and humiliated by them, which is one of the reasons I went into education.
What do you want of me?
I was hurt when I received the report of the tenure committee. I was shocked, and I was hurt. No. I don't mean to subject you to my weak sensibilities. All right, finally, I did not understand. And then I thought, is it not always at those points at which we reckon ourselves unassailable that we are most vulnerable? Yes, all right. You find me pedantic. Yes, I am. By nature, by birth, by profession. I don't know. I'm always looking for a paradigm.
I don't know what a paradigm is.
It's a model.
Then why can't you use that word?
If it is important to you, yes, all right. I was looking for a model. To continue, I feel that one point, 1 second, upon which I am unassailable is my unflinching concern for my students' dignity. I have asked you here, in a spirit of investigation, to ask, what have I done to you? And I suppose. How can I make amends? Can we not settle this now? It's pointless, really. And I want to know
what you can do to force me to retract.
That is not what I meant at all.
To bribe me, to convince
No,
me to retract.
that is not what I meant at all. I think you know that it is not.
That is not what I know. I wish
I do not. You wish what?
No, you said what amends you can make to force me to retract.
That is not what I said.
I have my notes.
Look. The Stoics say,
The Stoics.
the Stoical philosophers say, if you remove the phrase, I have been injured, you have removed the injury. Now, think. I know you're upset. Just tell me, literally, what wrong have I done you?
Whatever you have done to me, to the extent that you've done it to me, do you know, rather than to me as a student, and so to the student body, is contained in my report to the tenure committee.
Well, all right. Let's see. Let's investigate this. I find that I am sexist, that I am elitist. I'm not sure I know what that means, other than it's a derogatory word meaning bad. That I insist on wasting time in non-prescribed, in self-aggrandizing and theatrical diversions from the prescribed text. That these have taken both sexist and pornographic forms. Here we find listed instances. Closeted with a student, told a rambling, sexually explicit story in which the frequency and attitudes of fornication of the poor and rich are, it would seem, the central point. Moved to embrace said student. That I used the phrase, the white man's burden. That I told you how I'd asked you to my room because I, quote, like you. He said he liked me, that he liked being with me. He'd let me write my examination paper over if I could come back oftener to see him in his office. It's ludicrous, don't you know that? It's not necessary. It's going to humiliate you, and it's going to cost me my house.
It's ludicrous.
He told me he had problems with his wife and that he wanted to take off the artificial stricture of teacher and student. He put his arms around me.
Do you deny it? Can you deny it? Don't you see? You don't see, do you?
I don't see.
You think that you can deny that these things happened, or if they did, that they meant what you said they meant. Don't you see? You drag me in here. You drag us to listen to you go on and go on about this or that, or we don't express ourselves very well. We don't say what we mean, don't we? Don't we? We do say what we mean, and you say, I don't understand you, then you...
Consult the report?
That's right.
You see? Do you see what I'm saying? Can't you tell me in your own words?
Those are my own words.
He told me that if I would stay alone with him in his office, he would change my grade to an A. What have I done to you? Oh, my God. Are you so hurt?
What I feel is irrelevant.
Do you know that I tried to help you?
What I know I have reported.
I would like to help you now. I would, before this escalates.
You see, I don't think that I need your help. I don't think I need anything you have.
I feel...
I don't care what you feel. Do you see? You can't do that anymore. You do not have the power. Did you misuse it? Someone did. Are you part of that group? Yes, you are. You've done these things. And to say, excuse me. And to say, oh, let me help you with your problem.
Yes, I understand. I understand. You're hurt. You're angry. I think your anger is betraying you down a path which helps no one.
I don't care what you think.
You don't? But you talk of rights. Don't you see? I have rights too. I have a house, part of the real world, and the tenure committee. Good men and true.
Professor.
Please, also part of that world. You understand? This is my life. I'm not a boogeyman. I don't stand for something.
Professor, I came here as a favor. At your personal request. Perhaps I should not have done so, but I did. On my behalf and on behalf of my group. And you speak of the tenure committee, one of whose members is a woman, as you know, and though you might call it good fun, or an historical phrase, or an oversight, or all of the above, to refer to the committee as good men and true, it is a demeaning remark. It is a sexist remark. And to overlook it is to countenance continuation of that method of thought. It's a remark.
Oh, come on! Come on! Sufficient to deprive a family
Sufficient? Sufficient, sufficient, yes, it is a fact. And that story, which I quote, is vile and classist and manipulative and pornographic.
It's pornographic?
What gives you the right, yes, to speak to a woman in your private... Yes, yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you feel yourself empowered. You say so yourself, to strut, to posture, to perform. You say that higher education is a joke and treat it as such. You treat it as such and confess to a taste to play the patriarch in your class, to grant this, to deny that, to embrace your students.
How can you assert? How can you stand there and say that
How can you deny it? You did it to me here. You did. You confess. You loved the power to deviate, to invent, to transgress whatever norms have been established for us. And you think it's charming to question in yourself this taste to mock and destroy. But to the aspirations of your students, of hard-working students who come here, who slave to come here, you have no idea what it cost me to come to this school. You mock us. You call education hazing. And from your so protected, so elitist seat, you hold our confusion as a joke. And our hopes and efforts with it. Then you sit there and say, what have I done? And ask me to understand that you have aspirations too. But I tell you that you are vile. And that you are exploitative. And if you possess 1 ounce of that inner honesty you describe in your book, you can look in yourself and see those things that I see. And you can find revulsion equal to my own. Good day.
Wait a second, will you? Just one moment. Nice day today.
What?
You said good day. I think that it is a nice day today.
Is it?
Yes, I think that it is.
And why is that important?
Because it's the essence of all human communication. I say something conventional, you respond, and the information we exchange is not about the weather, but that we agree to converse. In effect, we agree that we are both human. I am not an exploiter, and you are not deranged, what, revolutionary? That we may have positions, and that we may have desires which are in conflict, but that we're just human. That means sometimes we're imperfect. Often we're in conflict. Much of what we do, you're right, in the name of principles is self-serving. Much of what we do is conventional. You're right. You said you came into the class to learn about education. Well, I don't know that I can teach you about education, but I know I can tell you what I think about education, and then you decide. And you don't have to fight with me. I'm not the subject. And where I am wrong, perhaps it's not your job to fix me. I know I don't want to fix you. I would like to tell you what I think, because that is my job. Conventional though it is, and flawed as I may be. And then, if you can show me some better form, then we can proceed from there. But just like, nice day, isn't it? I don't think we can proceed until we accept that each of us is human. And we can still have difficulties. We will have them. That's all right, too. Now...
Wait.
Yes, I want to hear it.
The...
Yes, tell me frankly.
My position.
I want to hear it. In your own words, what you want, what you feel.
My group.
Your group?
The people I've been talking to,
There's no shame in that. Everybody needs advisors. Everybody needs to expose themselves to various points of view. It's not wrong. It's essential. Good. Good. Now, you and I. You and I. Hello? No. I know they do. I know she does. Tell her that Can I call you back? No, then, tell her that I think it's going to be fine. Tell her just hold on, and Can I get back to you? Well, no. We're taking the house. No. It's not a question of refunding the deposit. Yes, I know the committee is about to meet. Well, I'm dealing with the complaint. Yes, right now, which is why I... Call Jerry, and I can't talk now. Fine, goodbye. I'm sorry that we were interrupted.
One moment.
I was saying...
You said that we should agree to talk about my complaint.
That's correct.
But we are talking about it.
Well, that's correct, too. You see, this is the gist of education.
No, I mean, we're talking about it at the tenure committee hearing.
Yes, but I'm saying we can talk about it now, as easily as
No, I think that we should stick to the process.
Wait a minute.
The conventional process, as you said. And you're right. I'm sorry if I was discourteous to you. You're right.
Wait a moment.
I really should...
Now, look, granted, I have an interest in the status quo, all right? Everybody does. But what I'm saying is that the committee
Professor, you're right. Just don't impinge on me. We'll take our differences
You're going to... Look, you're going to...
I shouldn't have come here. They told me.
Wait one moment. No. There are norms here, and there's no reason... Look, I'm trying to save you.
You're trying to save me. Do me the courtesy.
I am doing you the courtesy. I'm talking straight to you. We can settle this now. And I want you to sit down.
You must excuse me.
No, just sit down. Now, it seems each of us has... Wait one moment.
Let
Just
me go.
do me the courtesy.
Let me
Stop,
go. Get your
for
hands
God's
off
sake.
me.
What are you
Would
getting
somebody
so
help me?
excited about?
Would somebody help me, please?
Will you please...
Would somebody help me, please? Can I speak to you for a moment, please?
Okay.
Long ago and far away, how may we ever hope to relate the white of the snow, the black of the slate, the hiss of the stove at the orange grate, long ago and far away.
Excuse me. Can you make a large-sized poster?
Will it smile for a pensive, reflective song of the days of long ago? Long ago and far away, in the days when there were no end of days, the tone of the schoolhouse bell held sway, long ago and far away.
I have asked you here. I have asked you here against Against my...
I was most surprised you asked me here.
Against my better judgment.
I was most surprised.
Against the... Yes, I'm sure.
If you would like me to leave, I'll leave. I'll go right now.
Let us begin correctly, may we? I feel...
That is what I wish to do. That's why I came here. But now perhaps you'd like me to leave.
I don't want you to leave. I asked you to come.
I didn't have to come here.
No. Thank you.
All right.
Although I feel it profits, that it would profit you something. If you would hear me out, if you would hear me out.
I came here to. The court officers told me not to come.
The court officers?
I was shocked that you asked.
Wait.
Yes, but I did not come here to hear what it profits me.
The court officers?
No, perhaps I should leave.
Wait!
No, I shouldn't.
Wait a moment. Will you please?
What is it you want? What is it you want?
I would like you to stay.
You want me to stay?
Yes.
You do?
Yes, I would like to have you hear me out, if you would. Would you? Please. If you would do that, I would be in your debt. Thank you.
What is it you wish to tell me?
I cannot help but feel you are owed an apology. I have read and reread these accusations.
What accusations?
The tenure commit. What other accusations?
The tenure committee?
Yes.
Excuse me, but those are not accusations. They have been proved. They are facts. No, those are not accusations.
Those?
The committee...
All right.
The committee has...
All right.
Those are not accusations. The tenure committee has...
All right! Hello. Yes. No, I'm here. Tell Miss... No, I have no time to... I'm sure he has, but I'm fine. No, I have no time. Tell Jerry that I'm fine and that I'll call him right away. My wife, yes. I'm sure she has, yes. Thank you, yes. I'll call her too. I cannot talk to you now. All right. It was good of you to come. Thank you. I have spent some time studying the indictment.
You'll have to explain that word to me.
An indictment?
Yes.
Is a bill of particulars.
All right, yes.
In which is alleged...
No, I cannot allow that. I cannot allow that. Nothing is alleged. Everything is proved.
Please, wait a second.
I cannot come to
If I may, from whatever you feel is established...
The issue here is not what I feel. It is not my feelings, but the feelings of women and men, your superiors who've been polled. Do you see? And have ruled that you are negligent, that you are guilty and are not to be given tenure, that you are to be disciplined. That is what the tenure committee has said. That is what my lawyer said. For what you did in class, for what you did in that office.
They're going to discharge me.
As full well they should. You don't understand, fine. What has led you to this point? Not your sex, not your race, not your class, your own actions. And you're angry. You ask me here, what do you want? You want to charm me. You want to convince me. You want me to recant. I will not recant. Why should I? What I say is right. You are going to tell me that you have a wife and child. You are going to say that you have a career and that you've worked for 20 years for this. Do you know what you've worked for? Power. For power, do you understand? And you sit there and tell me stories about your house. and about all the private schools, and about privilege, and how you are entitled to buy, to spend, to mock, to summon all your stories. All your silly, weak guilt. It's all about privilege. And you won't know it. Don't you see? You've worked 20 years for the right to insult me. And you feel entitled to be paid for it. Your home, your wife, your sweet deposit on your house.
Don't you have feelings?
That's my point. You see? Don't you have feelings? Your final argument. I don't take your side. You question if I'm human.
Don't you have feelings?
I have a responsibility. I have to this institution, to the students, to my group.
Your group?
Yes. Because I speak, yes, not for myself, but for the group. For those who suffer what I suffer, on behalf of whom, even if I were inclined to what? Forgive? Forget? What? Overlook your...
My behavior?
It would be wrong.
Even if you were inclined to forgive me?
It would be wrong.
And what would transpire?
Transpire.
Yes.
Happen.
Yes.
Then say it for Christ's sake. Who the hell do you think that you are? You want a post. You want unlimited power to do and to say what you want, as it pleases you. Testing, questioning, flirting.
I never...
Excuse me 1 moment, will you? The 12th. Have a good day, dear. The 15th. Now don't you look fetching. April 17th. If you girls would come over here, I saw you. I saw you, Professor, for the entire semester. Sit there, stand there, and exploit your, as you thought, paternal prerogative. And what is that but rape, I swear to God. You asked me in here to explain something to me that I did not understand. But I came here to explain something to you. You are not God. You asked me why I came? I came here to instruct you. And your book. You want to talk about your book? You think you're going to show me some light? You maverick outside of tradition. No. Of that fine tradition of inquiry, of polite skepticism. And you say you believe in free intellectual discourse? You believe in nothing. You believe in nothing at all.
I believe in freedom of thought.
Isn't that fine, do you?
Yes, I do.
Then why do you question for 1 moment the committee's decision refusing your tenure? Why do you question your suspension? You believe in what you call freedom of thought, then fine. You believe in freedom of thought and a home and prerogatives for your kid and tenure. And I'm going to tell you that you believe not in freedom of thought, but in an elitist, in a protected hierarchy which rewards you. And for whom you are the clown. And you mock and exploit the system which pays your rent. You're wrong. I'm not wrong. You're wrong. You think that I'm full of hatred. I know what you think I am.
Do you?
You think I'm... Of course I do. You think I'm a frightened, repressed, confused, I don't know, abandoned young thing of some doubtful sexuality who wants power and revenge, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Isn't that better? And I feel that that is the first moment which you've treated me with respect. For you told me the truth. I did not come here, as you are assured, to gloat. Why would I want to gloat? I've profited nothing from your, as you say, your misfortune. I came here, as you did me the honor to ask me here. I came here to tell you something, if I may, that I think you've been wrong, that I think you've been terribly wrong. Do you hate me now?
Yes.
Listen to me. Listen to me, Professor. It is the power that you hate so deeply that any atmosphere of free discussion is impossible. It's not unlikely, it's impossible, isn't it?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes, I suppose.
Now, the thing which you find so cruel is the self-same process of selection that I and my group go through every day of our lives. In admittance to school, in our tests, in our class rankings. You write that education is just hazing. But we worked to get to this school, and some of us overcame prejudices, economic, sexual. You cannot begin to imagine, and endured humiliations that I pray you and those you love never will encounter to gain admittance here. To pursue that same dream of security you pursue, we who are at any moment in danger of being deprived of it by...
By?
By the administration, by the teachers, by you. By, say, one low grade that keeps us out of graduate school. By one capricious or inventive answer on our parts which perhaps you don't find amusing.
I don't understand.
My charges are not trivial. You see that in the haste, I think, with which they were accepted. A joke you have told with a sexist tinge, the language you use, a verbal or physical caress. Yes, yes, I know. You say that it is meaningless. I understand. I differ from you. To lay a hand on someone's shoulder.
It was devoid of sexual content.
I say it was not. I say it was not. Don't you begin to see, don't you begin to understand that it is not for you to say?
I take your point. I see there is much good in what you refer to.
Do you think so?
But, and this is not to say that I cannot change in those things in which I am deficient, but...
Do you hold yourself harmless from the charge of sexual exploitativeness?
Well, I have to tell you. You know, as I said, I think I am not too old to learn, and I can learn.
Do you hold yourself innocent from the
charge? Wait. All right, let's go back.
No! You fool! Who do you think I am to come in here and be taken in by a smile? You little yapping fool, you think I want revenge? I don't want revenge, I want understanding.
Do you?
I do.
What's the use? It's over.
Is it? What is?
My job.
Oh, your job. That's what you want to talk about. All right. What if it were possible my group withdraws its complaint?
What?
That's right.
Why?
Well, let's say as an act of friendship.
An act of friendship?
Yes.
In exchange for what?
Yes, but I don't think exchange. Not in exchange for what do we derive from it?
Derive?
Yes.
Nothing.
That's right. We derive nothing. Do you see that?
Yes.
That is a little word, Professor. Yes, I see that, but you will.
And you might speak to the committee?
To the committee.
Yes.
Well, of course that's on your mind. We might.
If what?
Given what? Perhaps I think that that is more friendly.
Given what?
And believe me, I understand your rage. It is not that I don't feel it, but I do not see that it is deserved, so I do not resent it. All right, I have a list.
A list.
Here's a list of books.
A list of books?
That's right, which we find questionable.
What?
Is this so bizarre?
I can't believe
It's
you...
not necessary you believe it.
Academic freedom...
Someone chooses the books. If you can choose them, others can. What are you, God?
No. The dangerous...
You have an agenda, we have an agenda. I am not interested in your feelings or your motivation, but your actions. If you would like me to speak to the tenure committee, here is my list. You are a free person. You decide. I think you'll find
I'm
that
capable of reading it. Thank you.
we have a number of texts we need reviewed.
I see that.
We're amenable to anything that
Yes, well, just let me look over the...
I think that you should...
Look! I'm reading your demands, all right? You want to ban my book?
We do not.
It says here...
We want it removed from inclusion as a representative example of the university.
Get out of here.
If you put aside the issue of personality...
Get the fuck out of my office!
No, I think I would reconsider.
You think that you can...
We can and we will. Do you want our support? That is the only question.
To ban my book?
That is correct.
This is a university.
And we have a statement. We have a statement.
No. No, it's out of the question. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking of. I want to tell you something. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. Eh? It's my name on the door, and I teach the class. That's what I do. I have a book with my name on it, and my son will see that book someday, and I have a No. I'm sorry. I have a responsibility to myself, to my son, to my profession. I haven't been home for 2 days. You know that? Thinking this out?
You haven't.
I have been no, if it's of interest to you, I have been in a hotel thinking. Thinking.
You haven't been home.
Thinking, you see?
Oh.
And I owe you a debt. I see that now. You're dangerous. You're wrong, and it is my job to say no to you. And that is my job. That's right. You are absolutely right. You want to ban my book? You can go to hell. And they can do to me whatever they want.
You haven't been home in 2 days.
I think I told you that.
You better get that phone. I think that you should pick up the phone.
Yes? Yes? Well, I had to be a... Did they worry about me? No, I'm fine. I'm fine, Jerry. I got a little bit mixed up, but I'm sitting here and, I got it figured out. I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I got a little bit turned around, but, I'm sitting here and I'm not sure. It's not a blessing. Cost me my job. Fine. Then the job was not worth having. Tell Grace I'm coming home. Everything's fine. What? What do you mean? Jerry? Jerry, they... Who? Who? What can they do? They can't do that. But how? She's here with me. Jerry. Jerry, I don't understand. What does this mean?
I thought you knew.
What? What does it mean?